Damn, you had your headphones in for that, dude?
Yeah,
You're
my
wild.
fucking cranium was bang,
Dude,
bang,
he's
bang,
legally
bang.
deaf.
The one where we can make a beep.
All right, everybody. No, I don't. Welcome back to the Sooner or Later podcast. I'm your host, Joey, and this week we're reviewing Michael Mann's seminal classic, Heat. Not the Sandra Bullock one, but
Not
The Heat.
the Heat.
not the Heat. We're talking about Heat, and we're not talking
Or
about
the
the
Miami
one.
Heat.
Yeah, we're not talking about where LeBron James that went that one time. He took his talents there. Not there.
Or the
Um,
comedy
no,
drama Heat.
See, look, now you're getting on it. You're like, oh man, there's a lot of things called the Heat.
Now we're purposely putting other heats in the mind's eye of the listeners.
Yeah, we're trying to get SEO or whatever out there.
Way too high, you need to cut it.
Eric, you're supposed to talk. You're supposed to start us off, dude.
I was gonna say, so this is Joey's first time watching Heat, which I think is wild.
This is the first time I've ever seen Heat.
Jaime, is this also your first time?
I've seen it once. It's the first time I've seen it like in whole time, but I also was younger when I saw it, so it was just like it could have been any movie.
Was somebody like watching this on TNT or something, or is this like something that someone put on?
No, it was probably like a family party that like
Oh, hell
I'm just
no.
sitting on the
In the
couch.
background.
Yeah,
I mean, other than the insane levels of violence that are a little traumatic, like there's nothing
They're a little
sexy
too
going
real.
on. Like,
no, and I mean it has two major like shooting scenes, but outside of that, it's pretty
I mean,
tame.
hey, look. Other than literally the ending of the movie, I think it's gonna be really hard to spoil anything. The scene after one of the robberies, it's a heist movie. That was real visceral. I was feeling real bad after that scene. I was like, I don't like
Felt it
this.
in your core. You're like, oh,
Well, dude, even I think the biggest thing that I wanted to talk about was the sound engineering on this movie. Holy shit. I
insane.
specifically that scene, I think those gunshots felt too real. Like, cause movie gunshots, they don't sound real most of the time, but those, I was like, I feel like I'm actually watching like documentary footage of a
This-
shooting
yes,
right now. This is a little weird. I don't like this.
someone with a press vest on was out there filming.
Behind Robert De Niro.
Did they update them for the Blu-ray and 4K, or was it updated like I? So
look,
I know that. Go ahead.
I watched this movie on YouTube at 480p. I don't fucking know. I didn't watch my 4K copy. I just
You're
watched it on
fucking
YouTube.
ridiculous.
But
Dude.
they say
Are you
that's
kidding
like the
me?
worst copy though. The 4K. They say the
No, the
No,
digital version.
no.
The digital version is good.
The
It's the disc version.
Oh, so I'm good.
That's
What
what
the fuck,
Joey was.
Eric?
That's what Joey was saying.
I don't know, man.
That's what I was saying. Hold on, I wasn't
'Cause
saying nothing.
you like watched a video on the review of the 4K release, and you're like, oh, apparently they fucked up on the disc.
Did I say that?
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie. I do not remember
And
that.
you were like, oh, good thing we only watched the digital version.
Well,
I mean,
so
hey,
it's-
the digital version looked and sounded amazing. I was not mad
You're
at
joking
it.
on the 480p, right?
No,
So-
it says that on YouTube. It says 480p. Go look at the YouTube. It'll say that when you start
That's
watching.
terrible.
Also, the
So,
thing
yeah,
has started.
I saw the Blu-ray one, like, and it looked good. It looked up to date. Like I've seen the 95 with 95, right?
Yeah, 95.
95.
Yep.
The Blu-ray one looks significantly better. So I don't know it. I don't know what the 4K one is like because they say it's like darker or some stuff. I don't know.
They just
I didn't watch it.
remastered it.
Bro,
They just
it-
remastered it from the film that they had.
I don't now. I'm gonna have to go fucking spend 3 more hours of my life watching a bunch of Italians running around. But like, it looked good. What?
I could
I mean,
tell.
480 would still look better than VHS.
Yeah,
Like,
but I could tell it was a significant because I see Heat like every 3 months. I just
Oh
watch it.
hell no! You wild. I ain't got time like that.
just watch the trailer and then the original trailer and then watch the thing. You'll see significant difference.
No, yeah,
I'm
because
gonna have to look
the
it up.
extras on the disc, they didn't bother uprising those. Those are still in the shitty quality.
Yeah. But I think the sound's not
That's
even.
why-
The sound is what it is because it's not like Dolby or anything. Like the sound is what it was. They just did
Yeah.
a really good job the whole time.
I mean, yeah, because it was weird though. Towards the end of the movie, there were some shotgun blasts that were going off, and those sounded like muted and like really weird. But the main heist, like the main heist of the movie that everybody kind of knows this movie for, those gunshots, I felt like we were at the range at Bud's
Like
again.
the echoing,
and
dude.
Yeah, all of it. I was like, holy shit! Am I shooting a gun again? I could feel it in my bones, and
Dude,
I had
they
my
had the
headphones
sound
in
engineer.
for that. Yeah, I was like, oh my god.
Damn, you had your headphones in for that, dude?
Yeah,
You're
my
wild.
fucking cranium was bang,
Dude,
bang,
he's
bang,
legally
bang.
deaf.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm legally traumatized, is what I am, dude. That shit had me feeling like it was in an active shooting situation. That shit was wild.
Yeah, trigger warning, I guess.
I
Don't
mean,
if you watch this movie.
what happened? Is this one of those movies like Saving Private Ryan, where like people with PTSD from war like can't watch it probably because they're like, holy shit.
Or
I'm
like
ba- I'm
bank
right
tellers
ba-
in
I'm
the
back there in
the
Fallujah.
80s
Yeah,
in LA.
I don't know. I feel like any movie nowadays, it's either going to trigger you or it's not. It doesn't.
for
it doesn't
what
take
PTSD?
Much. Yeah.
Probably. I mean, maybe. I don't know. There's a lot of shooting, I guess, but this movie I feel like handles it really well. This is also not all shooting. We're past the spoilers, by the way. So no
Yeah.
spoilers is gone, so it's full spoilers. So if you haven't seen Michael Mann's Heat, like I hadn't, there's not much that we can really fucking spoil for you, anyways.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter.
Uh-huh.
But like, I wasn't expecting Robert De Niro to fall in love and then abandon old girl, just fucking throw up the deuces and be like, "See you, bitch.
Hey,
I'm out
30
of here."
seconds, boy.
Yeah.
He was saying it all movie though, dude. He was setting us up for it.
Yeah, I don't really like that he said that to Pacino too. I was like, what? Why are you telling this guy?
But he also knew Pacino already had like 3 divorces and like
Yeah, who got
You know,
him intel on him?
his guy, old
John Voight?
Yeah.
Damn,
'Cause when
fuck
they took the
John Voight.
pictures
He
of
a
him-
scumfuck bastard. Oh,
Yeah.
right,
so they
right,
took
right,
pictures
right.
of him,
Yeah,
they pulled their whole sheets.
yeah.
Like they had everything.
Just off a picture, bro. Can you imagine that back in the day? Just off
I
one
mean,
pic.
shit. One dude was. I mean, oh boy. What's his name? Dude from the Quentin Tarantino movie. The dude who kind of gets them kind of caught and like starts to put the heat on.
Waingro?
No, the other guy. I honestly don't
Van
know
Zandt?
any of the characters' names. Maybe?
The hedge fund guy?
No. Fuck Van Zandt though. He a bitch.
Oh, you're talking about Michael. Michael Chirito. Dude that said
Maybe.
slick.
Yes. No. Honestly, don't know. I'll keep looking.
Oh my God,
Don't worry
Joey.
about me.
I'm confused because like I don't know what character you could be talking about based on
So it's
like,
the white guy. So when they were describing
There's
him,
a lot of white guys.
I know. Well, I'm trying to get there. So when he was describing him, and he was like, "Yeah, he got a big fucking peacock on his arm," and he was like describing him like that, and just based off of that description that he got from old boy's cousin or brother or whatever, they were able to
Yeah.
pull him up. Had a whole rap sheet on him, of course, because he's been convicted or whatever. But like, if
Yeah.
I'm a convicted criminal, I'm not getting a peacock tattoo on my fucking forearm like some chud. Like, what the fuck are we doing here?
Oh, you're talking about fucking Al Pacino's dudes. Pulled up the rap sheet on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, how do you even
You're talking
find
about
that
Detective
picture?
Cazles.
Yeah.
Oh, would he? Well, because if he went to jail and he had the tattoo, it'll be up in his file, and they
Yeah,
just
but
pull
there's
up
no-
that tattoo.
But what I'm saying is back then, they don't have the
Uh-huh.
same computer technology like you got now. You can't
The
just
FBI
keyword.
does, dude.
I don't know if you could just back then keyword search the peacock and then it's like there. Like, because they had a physical. They even said
Yeah.
he's got a 2-inch book on him. How the fuck did they look through all those pictures and found one dude with a peacock tattoo? That was just one thing where I was like, this is fucking wild.
I mean, they probably just typed in slick, been to jail, LA.
Oh,
And then-
you were right, Eric. It's Tom Sizemore's character,
What's his actual name in the movie?
Michael Chirietto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chirito, R.I.P.
Chirietto.
I'm a
Michael
Cheerio.
fucking bullet in his head because he fucking picked up a little girl.
Dude, he was making that run though.
He was trying. He fell flat on his face in that water. Crazy as shit, bro. I was like, oh my
he
god,
got
just
back
give
up, though,
up.
man, with the 50 pounds of money on his back.
Yeah, do we know how much that would have weighed on them? I also
I'm
don't.
sure someone knows.
I'm gonna look it up. I'm trying to figure out how
I
much
say
money
50
they
pounds
stole
at
too.
least.
50 pounds.
How much money did they steal in the bank scene from Heat? Vamp.
I started watching
$12.2
the.
million.
It's a lot of money.
I knew that much, but how much does that cost? Or how much does that weigh?
So split up amongst 3 dudes, that's $3 million. Or $4 million. How much does
And assume like
million-
$20,000 packets.
Nah, bro, I'm just gonna $100 in $100 bills, right? They would have been $100 bills.
Yeah.
88 pounds. 40 kilos
Jesus.
on their back, bro. He's just running with a fucking 40 kilos.
The whole kid.
They also
and
got a
kid-
lot of adrenaline, though.
Yeah, that's true. But he also
And
had
that's their job.
it's their job. He
They probably do a leg day.
he wasn't working out,
They
Eric.
probably simulate.
No way. No way.
I mean, it's not probably the first time they've been in it, too. You know,
De Niro was probably.
So how old was De Niro here? Because he was fucking moving and grooving, brother. I was like, holy shit.
I was surprised by both of them, actually. I was like,
young-ish De
Al
Niro.
Pacino?
Well, yeah, Al Pacino too was young-ish here as well.
Dude, this cast is crazy though. Like,
Dude, I was thinking that the whole time. Every time I saw a new person, I was like, "Hey, is that the Allstate guy? What the fuck's he
was
doing
52.
here?"
he gets done bogus too, dude. Like, so the
To me,
movie's a little
he has the most tragic storyline of this whole thing.
I guess.
You don't think?
I mean,
Val
Natalie
Kilmer's-
Portman.
He's my personal favorite.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Dude, but Natalie
No,
Portman's
just like
a
as
poor
a side
child.
character.
Her-
I mean,
she's
like as
so
a side
tragic.
character.
Yeah, I do. I also prefer Natalie Portman's story in this because it's tragic as fuck. Ain't her crazy ass went for 2 different arteries, wild as fuck. She might as well just cut her own throat.
I'm sure there was a gun around the house.
No,
Like,
but she wasn't at the house. She was at the hotel.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
And he ain't leaving no
But
guns
I
around.
just went to the house. Like,
And it's so wild how we were talking about the Black Swan, right? We were like, oh,
Well-
we'd rather watch the Black Swan over something like Heat. And I
Her,
totally forgot she was in this.
her,
you couldn't have told me she was in this. Like, she's also
Yeah.
like 13 in this movie.
but
She's not also
she did
in
this
Leon the
and then-
Professional, right?
Yeah. I was just about to
That's
say
her?
she did this and Leon the
Oh.
Professional. Her acting career before the age of 20 was better than most people's before they die. You know, like she was in 2 straight fucking bangers.
Like, she saved her career, but like she was like gonna be the next big thing. Then Star Wars happened, and then she kind of fell off a little bit.
Dude, she's the best
And
thing
then-
in Star Wars. Come on.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but
Oh,
she came
wow.
back since.
Back to
Yeah.
back. She did Leon the Professional 94 and then Heat 95.
Yeah, dude, she
Yeah.
has more championships than the fucking Bulls. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, and this was like prime Ashley Judge before she got like blackballed.
Wait, who is that? Ashley Judd?
Yeah.
What did she do? Why'd she
She-
get blackballed?
Weinstein stuff.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
she is fantastic, bro. When she sees him without the fucking hair,
Which
which
is-
wild that he cut the hair off and she did one of these.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, bro, they be talking about this shit.
Yeah.
She ride or
It's 'cause
die,
he's
brother.
a fucking gambling addict.
Dude, they had some good
It's a poker. Fold.
they got some good fakes though. Like how the cops they're like, oh, it's legit, this is this person or whatever.
Bro, it's
like
the 80s, bro. They're not looking at
Yeah.
that
No one
shit.
saw his
They-
face.
They ain't got fucking computers in the car. They're looking for a boy with blonde, slick back. They didn't see that.
all that ID had to do was be plastic and he was good.
Yeah, they weren't checking no deeper than that. And they called in for the car registration. I feel like that's easy to
Yeah.
fake. There ain't no faces that go along with that.
And it didn't have no hologram thing on it yet.
Yeah, there ain't. Yeah, I mean,
it
shit.
was too smooth. I forget how big Val Kilmer was too, like back in the day.
I mean, yeah, he was massive at this point, right?
Yeah, he had to be, right? Was it so 90?
I mean, he's like third billing in the movie, isn't he?
Yeah. So yeah, he did True Romance in 93.
Yeah.
Heat in 95. Then Batman in 95.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
he was on a run.
He was on a run.
And then
He
he got that virus.
got throat
then he got
cancer,
throat
right?
cancer.
Or,
Yeah.
that's
Shit.
I mean, that's
Homie still
a
came
virus.
back even with it though. So what the fuck do I know? My man is still out here
Yeah.
doing the goddamn thing.
I mean, he still did a ton of movies like after this, though.
I mean, yeah, this
I
was
still-
the start of his career, really, wasn't it?
I mean, he did Top Gun 86, so
Yeah.
like that's probably it. But
Yeah, but he wasn't lead in that, you know?
nah,
His
but when
side
you think of
character.
Top Gun, you think of him as being
think of
number
him.
2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, I think a Goose being number 2, but you know.
Dude, Goose hit his head on the thing and died. That's not time for him.
He really did though.
He couldn't even. I had watched that back. I was like, there's no reason he would die.
He had a
Like,
weak neck.
Yeah,
did.
he gets stuck in the business.
Death by weak neck is kind of fucked up when you think
Honestly.
about it.
Our boy was in it, Danny Trejo.
Bro, I saw him and I was like, holy shit, he's here. And his last name is also Trejo in the movie. I love that for
I wanted
him.
to see if like that was like a messed up scene, but I went to the commentary, like Michael Mann's commentary, and I waited for that scene. He didn't even comment on it.
I mean, his name is Gilbert Trejo in the movie.
Yeah, his name is Trejo in the movie.
Yeah.
I know, but I was like, did he fuck up?
Nah, bro, he don't fuck up, dude. Come on.
But I kept seeing...
And then they just like they just said, oh yeah, his name's Trejo, yeah, right? Wink, wink.
I kept seeing like him, and then like he'd be like, it'd be so small, he's just a driver or whatever, and then I'm like, oh, they look like Danny Trejo, but I don't know, I don't see him now. Like, so maybe not. It took to like the third time he popped up, where because he just like sitting in the car half the time. He doesn't really do anything else but like be in the car.
I didn't really know that he was supposed to be like, maybe I just wasn't paying attention or whatever, but when he was like with the group and they were like deciding what they were going to do for this last job, I was like, what's Danny Trejo doing here? This is a little weird. Like, did I just miss that somewhere?
He was at the dinner scene as well.
Did the dinner scene not happen after that?
Nah, because they didn't scope him out yet.
Oh, right,
That's
because
when
they knew they had the
initially-
heat. Right.
Yeah.
I guess maybe it was that
He was
part
just-
then when I
he
was
was
like,
just
what
a
the fuck's
driver.
going on here? Yeah.
But he was like real limited. It's not like it's easy to miss when he comes in and out because it's so like subtle.
Yeah, they didn't do a lot for my man.
No, he was there to be the but also too, it's like there's one thing with this movie where it's like you kind of have him and you know Allstate guy, and it's just like you spend like time having those characters when it's like you could have just probably had one of them have the same one story and kind of cut a lot of that out. Like in some of the relationship stuff I could have cut out. Like I just didn't need it.
You didn't like that this movie was 2 hours and 50 minutes long?
No, I didn't.
It did feel real long. Towards the beginning, I was really like, I mean, I'm here, I'm in it, I'm watching it, but I was also building that shelf back there. Like, you know, I was a little invested, and it wasn't until like halfway when I was like, oh fuck, now I'm in, dude. I'm heated up.
I mean, the last, especially like 45 minutes, is like great, but like and I guess it's supposed to show like the humanity side to them, but I don't care. Like I don't want De Niro and Pacino. Like I don't care about their family life. As like I just don't care. Like and then
I liked Pacino's family life. I was kind of here for that.
I guess.
I mean, the whole thing Michael Mann was saying, he was like, I want you guys to see a slice of the life of these guys and like a heist crew and what they go through. Not just during a heist, but, you know, every day.
I mean, I also liked that we didn't get a ton of backstory. It didn't feel like it anyways. Or the way that they did the backstory, it felt not shoehorned. Like I could take it in passing. I didn't need to see it. I like that like we just jumped into the story. And now we're following these people here, and we're gonna see how the ship shakes out one way or the other, and like all the different things that goes into these people's lives and shit like that. Like, it would have been generic feeling if things like the Natalie Portman stuff didn't happen, right? Where like you can see that like her real dad doesn't care about her, and that she's like struggling through it, and that she's like looking for things like love from her stepdad and like her mom, and her stepdad's just too into the shits, too into the business, and she fucking tries to kill herself because nobody loves her or some shit like that. Like I was here for that. I was like, oh fuck, I didn't know I was this invested until a girl was all fucking like this up in the tub and shit. I'm like, oh no, save her.
For my thing though, is like they could easily have had like him be a single dad, cut out the wife, cut out the cheating scene or whatever, and she could have still done all that.
Though.
It's so random, dude.
I love
so,
it. Like, Robert.
Yeah,
maybe not Rudolph. That'd be crazy.
It's like Ralph or something.
It's Ralph. It's Ralph.
Yeah.
Now look, Ralph. You can bang my wife, but you cannot watch my fucking TV.
But I would just feel like it would get real intense, and then it kind of like the levity comes because like it's like doing family like conversations and
bro, but you can't
dinners.
go 100% the whole fucking movie, man.
You
Then
can though.
you got
yeah,
people
but that doesn't
passing
make
out in
it
the movie.
good.
Then you got like an uncut gem situation where your blood pressure is fucking high the whole fucking shits.
I feel like you're saying my point though. Like it can be done. It could have.
I mean,
good.
I don't think movies are done back like that back in the day.
No, definitely not back in the day.
You're thinking of a Zoomer mentality right now.
But my thing is like this movie just didn't have to be 2 hours and 50 minutes. Like
I was trying to figure out if it did or did not. And I honestly don't know.
I'm totally okay with the length of the movie. I think maybe 10 minutes max they cut off. But I think he did his thing, Michael Mann. He laid out the plan, he laid out his plot. He shot every shot, and I don't think any of them are bad.
No, but just because
like,
it's not bad doesn't mean that.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. So, do you guys know why this movie is so long?
No, is it like a filming thing?
It was supposed to be a TV series. So Michael Mann actually filmed a pilot for a TV series that was going to be Heat. That it was just going to be Heat, just drawn out over the course of an entire series, right? So he had all of these different relationship structures, and like you were going to see all these people's lives unfold or whatever. But instead of being able to do it over the course of a television series, he had to do it over the course of like a movie. So he was like, all right, fuck it, I'm going to just do a 2 hour and 50-minute movie, and I'm going to show you everything that I would have shown you in the television series, except on the film. And when you find that out, I feel like the movie makes more sense. Like, because it feels like a TV show. It really feels like a TV show that was condensed down to movie length or whatever.
Yeah. But I don't know. Just like
did they add scenes to the remastered version, or did I make that up?
It's like from what I looked online, they say it's like 3 phrases or like some wording on some stuff has changed or something. Like it's not significant. It's like 1 or 2 scenes for like 3 seconds. Like De Niro says something different. Yeah.
That's
so
weird.
Day 1 in theaters. This bitch was 2 hours 51.
It must have been.
Yeah, I don't think it was like whatever has changed is not significant. And like it's not like this movie was 330 and then it's like now 350 or 250 or whatever it is 250.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. The most of the stuff he updated was literally just like he wanted to make it more like stylistically his way, and then they changed. They like obviously upgraded stuff. And a lot of people talk about like the hue he puts on it, and like some scenes like darker
color grading and shit.
Yeah, like that was a main thing that he did with it. I mean, a ton of people talk about this movie. There's like a whole bunch of stuff on it.
How do you guys feel about? So they couldn't have green screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does putting the actors in front of a rear projection screen look good or no? Because I can't tell. There were some scenes in this movie where I was like, did they film this practically? Like, is that actually the ocean behind them? And then other ones where they're like up on the mountain or whatever, like the first time that Robert De Niro like bangs a girl. It's like, holy shit, this rear projection looks like ass. What are we even doing? What the fuck?
Are you talking about the Val Kilmer in the ocean?
So I'm referencing both of those scenes. So there's a scene where Val Kilmer and Robert De Niro are talking, and then the background is the ocean. I thought that's
real.
That is real?
Yeah.
Okay, because it looked good. So I was like, if that's real projection, that's fucking rad. That looks awesome. But then the scene that took me out of it, where I was like, yo, this looks like ass. We need to do something here. Was the one where De Niro was kind of talking to the artist chick or whatever for the first
Neil
time.
and Edie.
Yeah. And I was like, ooh, this looks awful. I hate this.
I think it's the 4K upres that's fucking us on that. I think it just looks too clean. And it looks awful, because I did the same thing. I was like, man, this kind of looks like shit. But it says here that Michael Mann refused to do shooting like that's not on a soundstage. He wanted it all on location.
Really?
Yeah,
he did not want a soundstage.
When people a couple scenes look like they were on sound stages, though. So maybe it's just the camera that they were using or the film. didn't really.
I think it's just the upresing process. Fuck them.
That sucks.
So especially too, I know there was some issues with the like the Blu-ray versus the like 4K because like how long this movie is on the 4K. Like so if you see like the Blu-ray version, it's like a little like it's like a compression rate thing they have because the movie's so long that for the Blu-ray it should have been on a higher disc, but they didn't want to put it on a higher disc because like some DVD players, Blu-ray players, whatever they're called, we would like not work on some of them, so they had to do like the smaller size disc.
Oh, so the Blu-ray probably looks like straight ass cheeks then.
Well, people say it looks better, which is weird. So like it's not as blue.
I mean, that doesn't really make sense.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
But yeah, there's like something with the disc like size.
Generally, compression is worse.
You do not want things to be compressed. I mean, this on VHS probably looked good.
I know it looks like the trailer. If you watch the trailer, it looks grainy.
What's that max? What's the upres VHS?
Beta
the one
max.
that's like God tier.
Yeah. I mean, so they released the DVD one that had deleted scenes and shit. The initial vamp.
I was gonna say, so obviously this inspired like GTA 5 heavy.
Yeah,
heavy.
One of the scenes is literally a GTA 5. One of the GTA scenes.
Do they talk about?
Yeah, you literally hit a truck.
Yeah.
With a fucking
Does that happen in Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah, that's really one of the missions.
Huh.
And then you got Lester. He's a dude in the boonies. I mean, Lester's not in the boonies, but in this movie, that dude was out in the boonies saying like, "Oh, I got the schematics, I got everything," and he was like in a wheelchair. So that's like totally Lester. That's like totally Lester.
Okay, that makes sense.
You can tell by this movie a lot of stuff like takes place from it. A lot of people always talk about how Dark Knight like literally just like almost not like ripped it off, but it was just like you can tell he took inspiration from this movie. Like
The Dark Knight?
The Dark Knight for like what?
Like just like the robbing scenes and stuff like that.
The heist scenes?
Yeah, the heist scenes, yeah.
I guess I could see it, but it's like
I mean
the only thing that I have like issue with that is like whenever you do heist in movies, it's always just dudes in masks and suits
in a
doing
bank.
a heist.
But like outside of this, the town, that Dark Knight scene, like there's not that many good heist movies, so it's like it wouldn't take my.
Or do we just not know about them?
Shoot,
bro, trust me.
I
legit.
I don't think I'm educated enough.
I look up, like I say, I watch this movie every 3 months. I look it up, but I always look up movies like Heat, movies like The Town. That's like my number one. I always look that shit up because I flip between those two. It's either I'm watching The Town.
That sounds
or I'm
surprised
watching
you haven't
Heat.
seen Den of Thieves, like, and didn't see it in theaters.
That's a recent Reddit search. I was like, oh shit, maybe I should check this out.
Like, is it a great movie? No, but if you like heist films, like it's.
Come on, don't tell me that, dude.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed it.
That's some real. You probably don't want to watch this, but
Yeah,
if you
that's
do,
some,
No,
maybe I should.
you want to
You're in for
watch
half
it.
a
Shoot, they're about to
treat.
get a sequel.
Because right now, Heat and The
Thieves?
Town are unmatched.
Dude, a lot of these movies are from like, if you look at like the Rotten Tomatoes top list or whatever, a lot of them are like older.
yeah.
So like,
Like the
Well,
the heist movies you're saying?
yeah, like the top rated heist movies are like before our time.
I
Like
mean,
the
I think
newest-
one of the things that hurts heist movies is that how do you do it differently?
Yeah, because the newest one is number 7, and it was made in 2016. Hell or High Water, which I've heard about, but I've never seen.
I've not heard of that.
But like
That's
pretty
right,
much,
yeah, I've
they're
seen
mostly
that
70s and under. Three Kings I liked. I guess that is a heist movie.
These are all new to me. I haven't watched a single. I guess I just haven't. Is Three Kings a heist movie?
I think it was more of a military type movie, but
It
Yeah,
says-
that's what I thought too.
It says decide to steal a cache of Saddam Hussein's hidden gold. That's a fucking heist movie to me, brother.
it is, yeah. But
Shit.
when you think about it, yes. But like when I watch that movie, I think of it's a military movie that they just happen to be stealing something. I didn't
Right.
think of it as like a heist.
Like you don't think about like the what are the other George Clooney heist movies?
Ocean's and shit.
You
Yeah,
don't think about those as like this type of movie.
because they're more fun.
I do think of them
they're
as
more
heist
goofy.
movies, but because they are comedic in tone, they didn't even register in my brain like
Yeah.
what a heist
Yeah, like
movie is.
Joey said, this shit was too real.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
movie's not fun. Other than other than Al Pacino's acting, this movie's just straight up not fun.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's just not. I can't think of a single thing other than Al Pacino going, "I told you when we started dating, baby, that it was just gonna be me." Or yeah, she got a great ass, and you got your head all the way up it, and it's like, what the fuck
He
are we
said
doing?
another line. As he was walking away, like meeting the dude in his like junkyard, he said something.
I was gonna look up
Waste my
all the
motherfucking
quotes and shit.
time.
So we're also missing one more like heist movie that we really like.
Oh, Logan Lucky is a goddamn treasure, though. I don't think of that.
What's
as...
funny because that's 22 though. 21 is also a movie in 2017.
Wait, what?
Baby Driver.
Oh, Baby Driver's a goddamn
Bro,
certified
but
hood
I don't-
classic. It's so
But what's
good.
weird though, like in the town is on this list too, of course. But it's like a lot of these are more comedic. Like this is
Yeah.
a dramatic one. Like a lot of the heist movies I've seen that I like Three Kings is comedic as well.
Yeah,
Like,
they go comedy route.
Yeah. So
I
like
mean-
to have I guess it's probably harder to do a dramatic like.
Yeah, no
heist
one wants to
movie.
be like, oh, I'm gonna make a drama, and then be like, oh fuck, I just made a worse version of Heat.
Of Heat, yeah. I mean, it's
Yeah.
hard when someone's perfected it. Wow, this movie's a 90s movie, too. I guess it didn't really hit me. Were the 90s
one?
the shit? Is 90s action better than 80s
Yo,
action?
95 bangers came out in 95.
What else
bro.
came out in 95?
Forrest Gump.
That is a
Bang.
Is that
banger.
one of those years where it's like a ton of films could have won like the Oscar or whatever?
Maybe. I mean, if Heat
never
was
just
there,
look up-
I don't think Heat was even nominated for a single fucking Oscar, which is tragic.
Really?
rough.
That would surprise me if
I
that's
don't-
true
I
because
don't-
like the cast.
I didn't see it when I was looking at Michael Mann's filmography. This movie isn't nominated for
Nope.
anything.
I don't see a like thing on it either.
He has a
Amazing.
very short list of filmography.
He has
too.
not done a lot, but he did like TV and shit like that. Like Miami Vice, he did the TV show
Yeah.
and did the remake movie, which is kind of a baller ass move. I love that for him.
I'm doing both.
Yeah,
Good
fuck
for
it.
him.
I'm making my money, baby.
I've never actually seen anything besides Heat.
You didn't watch
You
the-
didn't watch the Miami Vice remake? That to me has fucking Eric written all over
No,
it, brother.
trust me.
So the one with
Trust
Jamie
me.
Foxx.
That's the one with Jamie
No.
Foxx, baby.
I've
Funny
seen it,
story.
yeah. Okay.
We went to the theater as a kid. Me and my parents, we went to the theater. First scene, my dad was like, "Oh no, mijo, you can't watch this. Go watch another movie."
What was,
Oh!
was it all titty
Like-
or something?
Yeah, it was like in a strip club.
Oh, well, I mean, hey.
That's like the only time he's ever limited or censored
So you
anything.
didn't buy me another ticket. They're just like, go find your way.
Yeah, what are they
Yeah,
gonna
and
do?
then I
Fucking
just, like-
kick him out for stealing a movie? Come on, he paid for a
Yeah.
ticket.
I
Just
ju-
not
yeah, I
that
just
one.
wandered and I saw like a Shrek or something. I don't know.
Oh, dude. I mean, so Pacino clearly had like all the good one-liners, but the one-liner that I was like, oh man, fucking Robert De Niro ate the shit out of this line was Van Zandt goes, "What are you doing?" Neo goes,
fuck.
"What am I doing? I'm talking to an empty telephone. I don't
Yeah.
understand." Because there's a dead man on the other end of this fucking line, and then the fact that he kills him too is so fucking good.
And so nonchalantly too. Like he-
yeah.
So real quick, 95 was like packed for like.
I'm telling
Hit me
you,
with
man.
it. Hit me with it.
It's Forrest Gump, Pulp Fiction, Shawshank, Quiz Show, and Four Weddings and a Funeral.
Quiz
like-
show. What is that?
That's the only one I don't know, but it says Robert Redford, so I'm like probably a
come
banger.
on. Yeah.
Thriller mystery.
Oh,
97 on-
is
yeah,
this the
yeah.
one about the guy who cheated?
Mm.
Oh, this is, I think, a.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
It's a dramatization of like when somebody cheated on a game show.
Oscar, that's Oscar all day.
Yeah,
like, they
for
love
sure.
that.
Shit, we might have to watch this. 213. That's brisk.
The
compared to
Usual
this movie.
Suspects,
Dude,
bro.
we gotta just watch all the 95 movie.
Casino.
99 is up there too, though. 99 is one of those years where it's like, holy shit, everybody just
Jumanji?
fucking
Yeah.
snapped.
I mean, I love looking up shit that the year I was born in. Just see how poppin' my year was.
Yeah, So you mean 2000?
Yeah. I'm just looking at these lines and I'm like, holy shit, dude. The
That was a
fact
cold ass line though.
there's so many cold fucking lines. The last line of the movie is ice fucking cold. Robert De Niro fucking dying, and he goes, "Told you I was never going back." And then Pacino just says, "Yeah." Oh my god, yeah, I made sure of it, motherfucker. You ain't going back nowhere. Bah, bah, bah.
Dude, and old girl was still just patiently waiting, dude. She's like, yeah, he'll be back. He said he'll be
There was no
She was
patience
dumbfounded.
about it. Dude, the fact that she looked down at her hands and her shit was like this, I'm like, just leave. Just fucking leave. Get out of the car and walk away from the whole situation. Because, bitch, you're not made for this. This ain't you, girly. Get the fuck out of there.
It's not like she got thrown into it, though. Like,
No, he gave her a choice. He gave her a choice.
He did.
He said,
sure,
you
he
can walk
told her
away.
that she could leave, sure. But it's not like
And
she
then he
had
had a
time to,
gun
like,
out her
really
ass.
process it, though. Like, it's not like he's like, okay, you can leave. And then he's like, in the shit. He's like, hey, she went from thinking he's a salesman to, like, he's a straight up killer in, like, 30 seconds.
He didn't kill
He
nobody.
tells her to leave twice though. Because it's like
No, not
once
at
after
first.
the big heist.
No, not at first. The first time, he's just like, he didn't even tell her to leave. He just said, "Get your shit together. We're going." He didn't even give her the choice at first, and then she started freaking out. And then he's like,
and then she runs away, and he, like, tackles
Like
her.
on the hill, right?
Yeah, he abducts her. Actually, he kidnaps the shit out of her.
And at that point, it's like, okay, now I'm letting you can leave or whatever. But I'm under the assumption that he might kill me still.
That's where I was at.
I just knew this. I mean, we find out sure he didn't, but like, so
Nah, he's a lover, dude.
Is he though? He literally said he's the other side of the coin. This is the first time he's ever done something like this. He could easily, and we even see when the movie ends, he chooses the lifestyle. It wouldn't take much for if he thought she was going to turn him in, he was going to kill her.
He would have cut all of her skin off and wore
That's
it
his first
before
love,
he fucking
dude.
went back.
Yeah, and then he would have shot Pacino.
Yeah.
Hey, that scene's cool though, where Pacino gets him just off the shadow or whatever. He sees a shadow and then he just goes pop, pop. I was like,
it's because Pacino's fucking coked out.
Well, the amount of
whatever
times,
works.
the amount of times that people bring up cowboys in this movie, I was like, somebody better do some fucking cowboy shit. And then he shoots him like that. He goes off the hip and shoots him because of a shadow. I was like, he's a goddamn cowboy.
I'm a cowboy, baby.
Another Al Pacino classic is I'm a good citizen. I'm Donald Duck. I was like, what the fuck? What are we doing here? As he's in that fucking strip club, dude. I love it.
A line that always gets me is like when he comes home after like the initial truck heist. He's like, sorry that the chicken got overcooked. He said it's so weird.
Another good one.
He has a weird cadence.
Who the hell is Albert Terrena in the movie? That's the guy, the dude from the. I'm assuming. You said it earlier. The truck yard or whatever. Because he goes, "Where's your empathy, brother? It's a substance abuse problem." And then Al Pacino goes, "Empathy was yesterday. Today, you're wasting my motherfucking time." It's just like, oh shit. He's a rude son of a bitch to everybody. He is not a nice bone in his fucking body.
Hate to see it.
Some of these I
He
might get
fucks though,
tattooed.
dude. So you know.
He fucks, but he also gets cucked. And he was so cool about it.
Yeah.
He was so cool. Other than taking the TV, which is kind of a bitch move, he's real cool about it.
Dude, when you're 3 wives in, what does it matter? Like,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because
His
you don't give a
first wife
shit.
probably did that to him.
Shit, the second one
Because-
probably did that to him.
he's an absentee like husband. That's not their first rodeo.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey,
And
but they knew what they signed up for, buddy.
I mean, I told you when you got with me, baby.
But I understand her point too, though. Like, it is one thing to be like she understands he has to do what he has to do, but I also do think she solely thought he would be like when he's here, more here, because even when he's there, he's not there is the issue. And
I mean, he's there for the most part. Like when they were at that party, other than getting that pager, he was in it. You know, he was vibing. He
Yeah.
was having a good time. And then he got that
I thought so.
911, and he's like, I got to throw out the deuces. I'm out. See you later, boys. Go ahead.
The other scene that's cool though is when they set them up to like see who they are or whatever, the cops, and then they're like, "What are you looking for?" And they're like, "You call me," and then you see it's funny just because Pacino's like flicking them off and stuff. It cracks me up, but I'm just like, dude, it just the two like genius level like opposite sides of the coin though is so cool. Like because every time one of them thinks they have the upper hand, the other one kind of pulls a move, and then it kind of like flip flops like throughout the movie.
So did you guys even for a second think that De Niro was gonna make it out?
For a second.
So when
Really?
I think I thought he was gonna give it up, but once he turns the car, it's over. But like I was like, dude, he might. But once he turns the car, it's over. It's over.
When they're on the highway and they're just cruising, and she's like, "What's wrong?" And he's like, "Nothing." For a split second, you think, "Bro, he's out. He's gone."
Nah, the minute he got that call, and even John Voight was like, "I know you don't give a shit anymore," but Jameson,
and he's like,
Jameson's
you're right.
there.
I don't.
You're right. I don't. Yeah, you do, motherfucker. Why are you lying to him?
Dude,
Don't
he
lie
a
to him.
hoe for calling him. He didn't need to call him. Like,
No,
like my thing is
he's just doing
John
his
Boy
job.
killed him, dude.
Whoa, that's a fucking statement. I don't know if I agree with that.
dude, he might have though. Because why wouldn't he just let him go and get him back into life later? You just lost your number one dude. For what?
Number one draft pick, dude.
Yeah, but
You're
then
number one
what?
moneymaker.
But he knows that Robert De Niro is a killer. And what happens when Robert De Niro finds out that he didn't tell him that old boy checked in?
Dude, he was gonna tell me after he was on a plane to Fahiji or wherever he was going.
After he was on a plane to Fajitas or wherever the fuck he was going.
Yeah. Dude, fake country, man. Come on.
I mean, I don't know. I think if I'm John Voight and somebody makes a request, I'm fulfilling the request. Whatever happens after that
you have
request
to.
is
It's your
fulfilled.
job, but you're right.
I get it, but because there's so much heat, you hold that. You hold that one.
Maybe don't even call him ever again because he's got too much fucking heat on him.
Yeah, he did have too much heat, dude. They killed 32
Way too
cops. Like,
Was it 32?
I don't know, but if I had a count, it's
It is
a
a
lot.
shit ton.
Honestly, so wait, I may have missed this. Were they just career criminals, or were Kilmer, De Niro, and Sizemore all ex-military as well?
Kilmer for sure was. They say what their little thing is. Kilmer's the only one I for sure heard like what his background was. Based on the way they were maneuvering, I assume the three big guys in the end. So Kilmer, De Niro, and yeah. I assume because the way they were just moving so tactically, like I assume they had some kind of just experience in like either military or like just they've done like some mercenary stuff or something, or just like just intelligence because like they were doing bombs and stuff like
Yeah.
so they probably
I didn't think
were.
so. I didn't think so.
I mean, other than Kilmer, you mean?
Yeah, other than Kilmer, yeah.
Yeah.
But De Niro didn't have a rap sheet, right? Like he had never been caught because they say
he
like, oh,
had
who's this
been
guy we don't
caught.
know?
Because he had been caught.
Oh, he says I'm never going back. Yeah.
Right. So he had been caught. So the movie is actually based on a real life guy named Neil McCully. And like,
Oh, damn.
yeah, so it's under the development factual basis on the Wikipedia. So Heat is based on the true story of Neil McCully, a calculating criminal and ex-Alcatraz inmate who was tracked down by Detective Chuck Adamson. And so Pacino's character is based on Chuck Adamson. And Adamson actually was like a consultant on set. So like the
That's
scene
pretty cool.
between Pacino and De Niro when they're getting coffee is a 1-to-1 recreation of that scene according to Chuck. And
that's
like
pretty cool.
he said down to like the words chosen for the script are all 1-to-1. He said that that's actually what they said to each other, and that's like the same vibe that they were getting off of each other and shit like that.
I'm gonna take that with a grain of salt, but I'm sure it was close.
Well, right, you have
Bros
to.
had a
because-
hard on for each other.
Yeah, because they were like, yeah. I was like, it's because I understand what he's saying. I'm sure the vibe felt that way.
Yeah.
But like verbatim, I'm calling bullshit.
I mean,
Like,
I don't know, dude. When you're a mastermind thief,
Yeah.
I feel like you're also a wordsmith because you got.
But if he also
thinks.
thinks he's higher intelligence than he really is, he's gonna
Right.
like, oh no. But
So-
I'm this.
Anytime a real life person consults on a script, you know that they're
Yeah.
gonna be like, "Yeah, and I was 6'5".
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah, my dick was huge.
Right.
But, like,
Exactly.
But so the initial heist that we see at the beginning of the movie is a heist that actually happened, but instead of them getting away with it, they were all trapped in. So they actually robbed the National Tea grocery store on Cicero Avenue in Chicago. And the cops had found out that they were robbing this National Tea grocery store, and they blocked off all the exits out of the what are they called? The thing behind your house. The alleyways, right?
Alleys.
Yeah, so they blocked all the
garage.
alleys. Yeah, they blocked all the garages. So they blocked off the alleyways, and all of them died. The whole crew died in a shootout. So
That's one way
instead
to
of
go out.
Neil McCully's crew in real life.
hmm So instead of right, I think that's what this is saying. McCully's crew was unaware that Adamson and 8 other detectives had blocked off all the potential exits. The getaway car turned around down an alley, and the robbers saw the blockade and realized that they were trapped. All 4 exited the vehicle and began firing. Russell Braden and Michael Pirelli were slain in an alley, while Miklos Palesti, on whom Chris Shirelles is very loosely based, shot his way out and escaped. McCully was shot to death on the lawn of a nearby home. He was 50 years old and the prime suspect in several burglaries. Palesti was caught days later and sent to prison, and Palesti was alive as of 2011. So this is an old-ass Wikipedia article. But yeah, I guess that they must have moved some things around or whatever, and of course some of the things are just made up for the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, they knew each other. They sat down, had coffee, apparently wanted to fuck each other like animals.
Dude, you can't tell me they didn't, go into the car and,
made out a little bit.
I think that's why he got away with so many crimes. He's probably paying him off. Them dirty cops, dude.
It was all about the thrill of the hunt, dude. He didn't ever want to catch his prey. It was catch
the
and
action
release.
was the juice.
Yeah, oh, dude, that line was straight heat.
So the first scene where they're about to get caught or whatever, and he just gets the vibe or whatever, and he's just yeah.
So the second heist that we see them do.
Yeah.
Well, who the fuck is wearing their gun like that and they sit back in a goddamn
Fucking
metal
a
truck?
rookie, dude.
Dude, I'm surprised he didn't get his ass whooped in that truck. Because I would have beat the shit out of him. I'd have fucked his whole world
shot
up.
by Al Pacino.
Dude, he looked like he had a hair trigger too.
Yeah. So what do you think De Niro's worst decision in the movie is?
Trying to get it with the girl.
Yeah, trying to find love in a hopeless place, man.
Yeah, just leave her be.
I just thought he was a little careless in the beginning, where I know you want to kill old boy, but shouldn't you just take him somewhere first, low key? Why draw so much attention to yourself early on?
You're talking about in the diner?
It went all downhill from there in the diner, yeah.
But why didn't he kill him? Did I miss that? Why
the cop?
And then he ran?
And then he runs away, yeah. He gets away from him.
How do you not just run after him?
Well, he couldn't find him, so he's looking through the trucks or whatever.
Yeah, so we were looking for him.
But why even start that situation in such a populated area? And I was
well, they had it all planned out. They had the line trunk. It was all good to go.
Sure, but why even start bopping him in the face? Why not take him somewhere? Be like, oh hey, no big deal. Let's go get some drinks.
Dump the car right there.
No, when
I mean, sure, but there's still too many people around.
But
you could have done all that.
No. I think everybody in the cafe is cool. Nobody's gonna rat him out in the diner.
No one's looking.
Nobody's gonna care. The one dude looked, and then old boy looked at him and was like, "Look at this peacock on my arm. Look at this thing that you can recognize from." Look.
But that's how the next day, if they did do that and they even burn that car, and the guy sees on the news or actually in his newspaper, he's like, "Oh yeah, I saw that happen. It was these three dudes." It was for someone as calculated as he is. I was like, bro, that was kind of dumb. You could have killed him so many times, so many other places.
Or also, why not just throw him in the car and take him somewhere and kill him?
That's what I'm saying, though. They could have
in a remote, or even after he beats him up publicly.
Yeah,
put him in your car, drive to a fucking dock somewhere, and throw him into the lake with his shit tied together. I
don't understand the whole I'm gonna kill him right here in this parking lot.
He killed him. He was trying to kill him in a goddamn parking lot. What the fuck are you doing, man? When you have to have a lookout guy, this isn't the spot,
Yeah.
Go ahead, Eric.
When you're the best, the ego gets to your head. You think you're untouchable,
Well, and then he tries to suck his own dick, being like, "Oh, I'm so fucking careful. Oh, look at how fucking careful I am. I'll dump a bitch in 30 seconds if it means I get away." Really, motherfucker? Because you tried to kill old boy in front of a family of 4 on their way out of the goddamn diner. Like, what the fuck are we even talking about?
Nowadays, if you can't dump a bitch in 30 seconds.
Yeah. I mean, shit, that's what he's saying, dude. He didn't even talk about the family. He's just like, get rid of the bitches. You don't need them.
If you can't dump a broad.
Yeah. Oh, dude, when that one guy was like, "Oh, you dumb fucking broad," I was like, oh my God, it's so gross.
Classic lines in movies, dude.
Classic 90s.
Yeah, back then when broads were allowed to be fucking disrespected, I guess. Take me back, you know what I'm saying?
The greater times.
Yeah, that's when America was great. Was it 95?
Yeah, who was in office? Was that the other Bush?
No, wasn't it Bill?
I want to say Bill.
Bill.
When was
he was president from 93 to 2001, baby. That's prime.
Prime Bill.
He was getting sloppy top in the Oval Office. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is prime.
So it was definitely okay then, because it wasn't until the 2000s where it was not okay.
Yeah, that's when he got out of office. He was like, I can't handle this shit. I gotta get the hell out of here. Man, this dude was ugly as fuck his whole life. God damn.
Bill Pacino? Oh.
Whoa. Al Pacino's a short king. Do you know how tall Al Pacino is?
5'6"?
5'6", brother. He's a short king. What an absolute badass.
He gives me 5'6" energy.
Isn't that average height?
Come on. No, average height is
like 5'8" or 5'9". It's like 5.5, 5'8", 9".
Well, no, for a white guy, it's 5'9". You're right.
Yeah.
It's been that way for a while, Eric.
Oh, okay.
You're Mexican 6'2", though, so you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, you've never had to worry about it a day in your goddamn life. You're a foot and a half taller than everybody else. Yeah, I looked it up. I was like, how tall is Al Pacino? Because he's got to be a short king, right? The way he's talking. Yeah. Sure enough. What about Robert De Niro?
I feel like he's also short.
Also 5'6".
No way. 5'10". He's tall.
Damn.
Yeah. Mexican he was good in this movie, though.
Dude, I feel like for both of them, and of course, Pacino's kind of off the hinges a little bit, so you got to take this with a grain of salt. I've never seen Robert De Niro more calm and relaxed ever in a movie in my entire life. Everything I've always seen him in, he's always a fucking madman.
He is just a madman for sure.
Yeah, this is the most straight-laced De Niro I think he's ever been.
Or he's either a madman or he's just an old Italian. Like that's his 2 speeds. And then Heat.
Yeah.
Or a dad.
Yeah, an angry Italian.
Or a grandpa.
It's a little fucker.
I guess The Intern is probably the most because it's just like a family comedy.
Is The Intern a family comedy?
I want to say
no
so. It's
not a family comedy. Family comedy?
I mean, it's comedy drama, but like, it's family, dude? It's Anne Hathaway, Robert De Niro.
I know who's in it.
Yeah, it seems like it's like starting a new job. It's like a job
workplace comedy.
Yeah.
Well, you can watch it with your family.
No way. I'm hanging out with my 11-year-old and my 8-year-old, and we're watching The Intern, starring Robert De Niro and Anne Hathaway.
Oh, you're missing out.
They made this movie after both of them have won Oscars, right?
And this movie's like bad too.
I mean, it was nominated for awards. The Critics' Choice Awards nominated De Niro for Best Actor in a Comedy. So what the fuck do we know?
2015. Let's see what else came out in 2015. Was there a writer's strike going on in 2015?
Oh my God, there might have been.
Yeah. It just rated low on like all the rating metrics.
When did he start making bad movies? Was it Shark Tale? Yeah, De Niro.
I mean, what year did that come out?
Shark Tale, 2004.
Yeah, I mean, the Meet the Parents franchise in the 2000s is not...
Whoa, I love Meet the Parents, though.
Maybe the first Meet the Parents good.
The first one, I'll give you the first one. I think it falls off for the first one, though.
Yeah, that's true.
So that was like 2002?
He made Casino and Heat in the same movie, or in the same year.
No
God
fucking
damn.
way, dude.
Yeah, 95 was a good year for De Niro, man.
Holy
is.
shit.
And I mean, he had just come off some other heat though too. Like he did a Bronx Tale in '93.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
Then
and of course,
he did Jackie Brown in 97.
yeah, dude, Goodfellas in '90.
What? Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, the 90s, he was truly untouchable.
he was. It's the 2000s where he gets sketchy.
And
yeah,
then,
Adventures of Bullwinkle is his first 2000 shits. Yeah, it's all downhill from there.
yeah, that movie sucks ass. Have you ever seen that movie?
No.
It's real bad. That movie's just not good.
His first 2000 movie is Men of Honor, which he just plays like a racist.
Wait, we love that?
Ooh, what?
We love a racist
Wait.
kid?
It's
So it's like that. I think so. Like in the 2000s is when I think he started really like slipping though. Like he started he took some different roles though. I think
Yeah, he wanted to branch out, I think.
Yeah.
When did he come back though? When did he come back?
He's never been back.
No, he's been in and out.
No,
like,
when after the 2000s was he in? Limitless?
Y'all ain't never seen The Irishman, so I don't know.
New Year's Eve?
And I'm never
Come
going
on.
to.
I will never. Silver Linings Playbook, maybe. But at
He's
this
in
point,
that?
I
Silver Linings
guess
Playbook's a bop.
he's really like not a major player in that movie, though, is he?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think
mean,
so. American Hustle, but he's uncredited in that role. Grudge Match. That's when he came back.
No, he
No.
came back for Killers of the Flower Moon.
Is he good
Yeah.
in that movie?
I liked him. in
But I
that
don't think
movie.
you're back if you do one because like
No.
I'm sure I can find another movie within the last 20 years that's good too. Like coming back, it means like you did with
So he's not back. He's just
He's
he
not.
has-
Yeah, he's not.
He hasn't been
you gotta
back.
do Nick Cage where you like okay
Right.
you've done some bad ones still though,
Mm.
but you're like 3 to 4 good ones.
Bro, Pig, Renfield, all in the last 10 years, fire.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, he's not
Dream
back.
scenario.
He literally
not.
was like, I don't want to be a mobster anymore, and then got straight doo-doo movies.
Because like he has some of his worst movies in the 2000s, like Hide and Seek. Like
I've
he
never
has some
heard of that.
It's doo doo.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, most
he
of these
was in
movies-
House of Gucci. Like
Wait, I thought House
Oh, I
of Gucci
think
was
people-
okay.
Yeah, hold up.
no,
We
don't-
love Lady Gaga, dude.
I
Come
mean,
on.
shit,
we
he
do
was-
love Lady Gaga.
He was in Joker, which was ass. Dirty Grandpa.
Dirty Grandpa is,
Dirty
is,
Grandpa.
is what it
It's
is.
funny as hell.
Also trash. That is what that is.
Yeah. Joker is
Trying to
good, but
make
his
this
role is
movie
also
again.
like so insignificant.
Yeah, it's not like he was the Joker, baby.
Dude,
That
like
would've been good.
2013's Las Vegas, like come on.
And then 2015 Heist. He tried to make Heat 2.
Who the fuck is in that? Oh,
Looks
hell
like
no.
a Walking Dead dude. What's his
Jeffrey
name?
Dean Morgan, Robert
Negan.
De Niro, Kate Bosworth, and Dave Bautista. That movie was dick. I could promise that.
Straight to
Oh,
DVD.
no.
There's some good actors in there. You leave them
$15
alone.
million budget, $4.1 million return. Nah, he hasn't been back in a long time.
I'm trying to look at his actual filmography though, because I keep like.
Oh, here I have
seeing
it for you. I've been looking
Alright.
at it this whole time, and it's pretty ass.
Yeah, what are you even looking at, Jaime? What the hell?
I don't know.
I just search his movies and I'm looking across.
You
the
wild,
line.
dude.
There's so
Um,
many.
All right. While you look at that, do we got anything else, or do we want to go into questions here?
I want to
do
just
some
give
questions.
a little fact.
Let's hear it, brother.
In the army or some shit, they would like literally play Val Kilmer's part where he reloaded his M16 and be like, "I want you to be that fast."
You're talking about when
he-
he was behind the cop car or whatever?
Yeah, when he was going,
That was
he was
fast.
shooting front and back,
Mm-hmm.
and he reloaded. Like I forget where I saw that, but they were like, "I literally want you to be able to reload as fast as this actor."
Which is kind of fucked up.
I'm gonna let you know when I went to basic training, not a single person told me that. But
Yeah, but you
I
weren't
see
in the
you
army.
You weren't in that. You weren't in that unit, dude.
Yeah.
no, the Army basic training, whether you're active duty, reserve, or guard, it's the same basic training.
But you weren't in that unit, dude.
I mean, if you're telling me they were in like Fort Benning and they were like the infantry like school stuff, I believe that.
Bro, where the fuck is Fort Benning or whatever?
Benning,
Fort
it's in
Benning?
Georgia.
Fort Benning. Someone find me a Fort Benning.
Yeah.
Fort Bensworth.
Oh, this old man, it looks like he's on his last fucking leg. Poor guy.
De
I can't-
Niro.
Yeah, I
Or not
can't.
De
Yeah, De Niro. I mean, Pacino is also dead, apparently.
Pacino looks bad.
So does De Niro. De Niro does not look good in the picture that I just posted. And fucking
De
Scorsese
Niro looks better though than Pacino.
Yes.
Does Pacino look that bad?
Yeah, have
Bro,
you seen him recently?
No,
I saw him in
I'm not.
the Bad Bunny music video, and
What do
he
you
looks
mean, dude?
awful.
He's got that schoolboy flow, brother.
What does that even mean?
You'll see.
Let me see this shit.
Dude,
It's
he
the
looks
hair.
like, and that's like a good picture too.
Oh no, he looks so
That's a
bad.
jump scare, bro.
How do you have all that money and you're ugly?
Because he
He's-
started
he's
off
only-
at a bad base.
Yeah,
Like-
that's true.
All that cocaine.
Do you think did he use cocaine heavy?
Had to have.
You
He
think
had
so?
to, man.
Dude, there's no way you were that big of a celebrity through the 90s and not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But you
And
would
he's
think
only
he
3
played...
years older than De Niro.
If he didn't, he did crack. Like,
Oh my god, crack is so
Whoa.
wild. I love that.
dude,
Wait.
it's a half a teaspoon away, all right? It's not that far.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but crack has just so much worse undertones, you know?
Yeah.
It's about
It's
the
not a rich
implication.
drug.
No, not at all.
I stand by what I said.
no. Oh, this one makes me sad. Wait. Why do
Don't
you guys
post it,
make-
Joe. I don't want to be sad,
No,
dude.
I don't give a shit about you. You're gonna be sad, boy. All right, I'm going to questions that
Jump
don't
scare, dude.
has
Jump scare
anything
again,
else.
dude. What the fuck?
Oh, this poor man.
That legit scared me, though. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a tough
Like
picture
when you
to
look,
look
if
at.
you look up Al Pacino, like I just put Al Pacino do coke on accident, but it's like it says,
Al Pacino do coke?
yeah. So yeah, there's like rumors that on the set of like Scarface he did cocaine, and then there's rumors that he was on cocaine while he was doing Heat.
Maybe it's method acting.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not saying
for
he-
heat. Not for heat. Not for heat. That one,
Yeah.
he's an addict. But
Scarface for sure though. Like
Yeah.
I accept it.
I feel like
accept it.
for Scarface, he was probably like, I got to do it once.
Wait, which one came out first though?
Scarface.
Scarface.
Oh, so he got addicted. It's not his fault.
Yeah, I mean, he was too in the shits, dude.
No, if he came out first, it's like, hey, that was your choice.
It's like what happened to dude who played the Joker.
He's a joker, baby.
No, come on, what the fuck's his name? I can't remember his name. I'm having brain farts all over the place today.
What was it?
Yeah,
My
yeah.
Chemical Romance or
No,
whatever.
yeah. No, Heath Ledger, the way he was too into the role, and so he was like, I'm out of here.
What is,
Except
he's
for Sad
not,
Boy.
what is he in though? He's
Heath Ledger?
no,
Nothing, he's
not
dead.
Heath Ledger. I'm talking about Jared Leto.
Jared Leto, he's in 30 Seconds to Mars.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he could have turned out like Jared Leto, sending people used condoms or whatever the fuck. You know what?
Eee.
I'm glad that he was just addicted to cocaine.
I'm glad he
Yeah.
died, is what Joey's saying.
Oh, no. Also, apparently Giorgio Moroder did the soundtrack for Scarface. Just as a little aside
Oh,
there.
shit.
So
Yeah.
real quick, De Niro definitely ain't back because in 2022 he did Amsterdam and a movie called Salvation that's like straight to like streaming.
He might just be doing bit parts, dude.
In 2020 he did a comeback trail and The War with Grandpa.
Bro, he has
Why
a,
is he
he has a
coming
kid to take
trails?
care of, man.
2019 though was Joker and Irishman. He almost came back.
Not
No.
with bit parts. Not with bit parts. I mean,
but
Irishman
I-
wasn't bit parts, but that movie's mid.
But I would give it
Yeah,
though.
that
If
movie's
he had
trash.
bit part that was great, and then I thought
He was-
Irishman is just
no,
long.
He was great in Joker. He was.
That's what I mean.
He
But
played
no,
that
like,
character
he's-
really well.
He plays his part perfect in Irishman. The movie's just too long. Like those movies are just they're
No, he just did it already in Casino and Goodfellas.
That's
Sure,
the problem.
yeah.
It's a remake of better movies.
It was for sure. But like if he would have come out with like another movie after that, I'd be like, oh no, he had a little run. But then he's come out with nothing but bad movies.
Yeah, no runs.
And-
He
yeah.
had
kid
the
to take
runs
care
is
of,
more
man.
like it.
So if he did Joker, Irishman, Killer on the Flower Moon, I would have been like, oh baby, he's back. But he's done too many movies. He's done like 6 others that are terrible.
Yeah, he's
We'll
not
have to
bad.
see for his next film.
I mean, hopefully we can get him back. I think it's on us, really.
His next movie is About My Father in 20. So these movies, I don't know if they came out yet or not. About My Father and Ezra.
Those sound terrible.
I mean, they look
Ezra
like a
Miller?
straight to DVD.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh no, he
Dude,
did
because
Ezra Miller.
maybe.
All right, let's do questions. We've been at this for almost as long as fucking Heat.
Oh,
3
shit.
hours. All right. I didn't. Did we decide last time? Are we doing favorite part, least favorite part?
I can't remember.
I know we
Did
didn't
do
do
that?
that. We didn't do them
Yeah.
last time, but now I'm asking: do we want to do them?
I think we probably should just like talk about it throughout the review versus like,
or to just say it. Like this is my
like just
favorite
say
part.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we fucked it up this time, so
We
I don't give
can
a
though.
shit.
I guess if you
No,
want to, we
not
can
this
since we
time.
didn't.
Nah, let's go.
No.
I think we naturally flow it in the future. It makes
nah.
more sense.
Yeah. No. We'll do it when we re-review Heat for its 30th anniversary special in 2 years. That actually sounds like a great idea. Cinema Score questions. Would we buy this movie physically? I did before seeing it.
Yes.
No.
I was like, you know what? Everybody's nutting over this movie. I might as well just own it just to own it. So I bought the 4K.
I think I forced you to buy it.
No, yeah, you talked about it, and I was like, I trust Eric. I'll buy this
In
movie
Eric,
physically.
we trust.
So thanks for not letting me down. Would we buy this in the $7.99 bin at Best Buy, Walmart, FYE, or Vudu?
The way they've been talking about like which version looks good or not, I would need to know which version.
Yeah, we gotta
and
check it
maybe.
Well, according to you, it sounds like the fucking $7.99 bin one is going to be better because of all of the fucking all the artifacts and compression.
Honestly, if I could get the Blu-ray for $7.99, which it probably would be, I'm taking it.
Yeah, that sounds like a good deal for sure. I'm still trying to figure out which one is the bad one, and I'm not seeing anything. Would you put this on in the background while people are over?
Nah.
Nah.
I want people to actually see the movie because this is one of those films where it's like a movie, right?
Yeah,
I
but
just don't
how?
care about that.
Go ahead, finish your thought.
I don't care about that. Like not for every movie whatsoever. But I guess like for this one, I don't really care about as much like, oh, you'll miss or what, like you need to watch it. I think it's one of those movies where there's so much kind of going on that if you do miss parts, you have no idea how they got to point A to point B.
I still don't know how Danny Trejo got hired. I'm still not sure I missed that part.
There's too many. There's a bunch of like side characters that are like in and out of the movie too much, and it gets a little confusing.
Yeah, but what if you put this on in the background while people are over, and then you made a drinking game where you, having seen the movie, Eric, 70 fucking times or whatever, you ask people trivia questions about what's going on in the movie, and if they get the answer wrong, they have to drink. So you just go through and be like, pause.
Or for every
Waterfall challenge.
magazine they reloaded, you take two shots.
Oh no!
Every cop they kill, you take 3 shots.
Oh shit! Wait, how many
Every time it
points
says
does a
slick.
cop badge have on it? We'll take that many. 4
5.
shots or 5? Yeah. Would or could it be made today? Yes. There's nothing problematic.
Would it
in
be
this movie.
worse though because of CGI and stuff? Do you think they would still do as practical?
Nah. I still
depends-
Michael Mann would still say practical.
It depends on who makes it.
Yeah, I don't know what else he's done. Is my thing. I don't know if he's like jacked up some movies.
No, I don't. No, I don't think the movies that he's done that aren't amazing. I don't think it's his fault as a director. It might be the writer's fault.
Yeah, I think if he keeps it true to form, he can. Also, to the dialogue,
no,
there like
I'm
there was
talking-
nothing like super like crazy
I'm
racist
thinking
or nothing.
remake though. You know, like not
Yeah.
from him. Like he's dead.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Like in a young buck comes and directs this movie. Could it be made
Yeah,
today?
Ben Affleck did that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like it's been done
Yeah.
already.
My only concern would honestly be that they would just try to do too much like stylistically with it.
But
And
this movie's kind of drippy though. Like there's a lot of style
Yeah.
in this movie, you know?
There's a lot of like synth chords, like all the like the soundtrack is like super 80s.
I just
Super
think we'll get the way Point Break the remake happened, and I think that's more likely to happen.
I've never seen either of those
I've never
movies.
seen
Is the
those,
second
yeah.
one bad?
Terrible.
What?
They try to modernize it is the thing. Like, and it's
With
like I
what?
understand that because they're like, I mean, because it's like extreme sports, but then they had to like change kind of like the angle from like surfer to
Because
like
surfing isn't extreme anymore.
yeah,
I mean, that's understandable though.
I mean, it'll be like a ambulance situation where they'll just add drones and then like a drone shot will
And
be
how good
every
was
other
that?
shot. It was terrible.
Yeah,
I hated it.
But it looked cool though, didn't it?
yeah.
No,
and
those
that's my
drone shots are awful.
But that's my issue with it, though. I think if he did everything that's like the same, just with better just cameras, yeah, we're great. We're cooking.
I mean,
a bigger budget, dude.
if somebody was like, "We're remaking Heat," I'd be all for it.
Today, like, if someone said they're remaking
Yeah.
Heat,
I'd be for it.
blasphemy.
I wouldn't be against it. I'd be like, fuck it. Because you know what? Somebody thought the same thing when they remade Scarface. Somebody was like, the 1927 classic, you're going to remake Scarface? And then they were
That's
like,
true, yeah.
oh, fuck. This movie rocks. I love this
Sure,
movie.
But like a new Scarface isn't works now, and I'm like, you shouldn't do it.
Yeah, but you never know. What if it's good?
Yeah, give it a
You
shot.
never know.
It's gonna be a Mexican cartel thing. You know how we could watch Narcos, like Narcos Mexico. We've seen it. We don't need
sure, yeah, but a director might get a shot, and then they put some style on it, and you're like, wait, this is even better than the Pacino one. This one kind of fucking slaps. And every generation needs a Scarface, It can't be everybody's shit. I mean, it's not even
last
really our
Scarface
shit.
still holds up, dude. It holds up.
I don't know. I haven't seen it. I've never.
I don't
been
know when he
interested.
says I cut my lip on eating pussy. It kind of takes me out.
Yeah, that's your zoomer though, because I hear that and I'm like, yeah, cut it up, brother. Is this movie problematic? No, not even in the slightest. I don't think.
No, especially for his time. Like, I mean, it doesn't do anything wrong, but like, I'm surprised. I thought Pacino was gonna be racist, like in this movie.
He's this close though. When he's in that
so
club
close.
scene,
He is.
like he's lucky that he called a white guy a rat as well, because otherwise it could have been taken a little racially, But he was calling motherfuckers rats all over the place.
Yeah.
The only racist was Wayne Grow.
But he's a big fucking racist. And honestly, he gets done up dirty, so it's even less problematic. And with the way that the social climate is
he
today,
racist though?
he's got a fucking swastika
Bro,
on
he
his
had
chest.
a swastika.
Yeah, but he killed the black woman, but he still laid with the black woman.
That don't matter.
That's some
matter.
sick serial killer shit.
Hold on.
He's a serial killer for sure, because there was multiple people.
The views of James do not reflect sooner or later.
We're just trying to establish how racist this man is.
Who's we? I know how racist
you.
that motherfucker is. Yeah, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That dude is Hitler racist, okay?
But yeah, I don't think he didn't do enough to be like, oh, hey, this character needs to be like changed. Like, I think that character still can roll today.
But you need a character like that because that man is pure evil. There's no redemptive qualities
He's
to
Satan.
him. So I'll take it. I don't even think it's problematic to have a character who is a fucking Nazi because he gets 3 to the chest and then 1 to the fucking head. I'll take that. Good.
Even
a guy that
Trejo's
I
character.
can root against,
Wait, who beat up his character? I was a little confused.
Van Zant's dudes.
Oh.
Yeah, so the rich white guy. Who would have thunk? That's kind of wild though that he's like, "Hey Neil, take me out, bro," and he's like, "All right, bow."
Dude, if I'm in that situation, you better take me out, boys.
Hell no, I'm calling that med right there.
I'm not gonna make it, dude.
Yes, you are. He just didn't want to live without his fucking side piece.
He barely knows English. He would have made it.
Yeah, he would have made it. He would have made it. Come on.
Dude, old girl made it, and she sliced multiple arteries.
Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, but she's a little white girl though. They work hard to save her. They're
That's
like,
plot armor.
This dude's fucking illegal. We're not saving him.
Yeah.
And he's like, Neil, I told you they weren't gonna fucking save me, man. You should just shot me in the head back there.
I got no insurance deal.
Yeah. That is really
now
the
my
issue.
kid's gotta pay this bill.
Yeah, that's totally why he didn't want to live. He's like, I'm not paying this shit. You're wild.
I live in LA, deal.
Yeah.
Go to my next of kin, Neil. Don't.
Just kill me, bro. My girl dead. I don't want these bills. Kill me, Neil. All right, these two are for. Oh, I like this question for this though. Did it live up to expectation? I don't think so.
Yeah, as a film that's supposed to be like the greatest of its genre, pretty much the way people like clamor about it online, I felt a little underwhelmed. I do think it's still very good though.
People talk too much about the action in this movie, and the movie is not about the action. It's like how people
the characters
watch Fight Club and they're like, "I want to fight other men." You missed the point, brother. If you're watching this movie and you're like, "Oh, it's all about the action," what the fuck is wrong with you? Like you're glorifying something that should not be glorified.
Because like if you think about this in like Sicario, where it's like, yeah, there's like some major action sequences, but like it's not about just like the action,
Yeah.
And I think it's more akin to that. But if I went and going into that mindset, I probably would have like liked it more. But I thought so. Like obviously I knew about the last like action sequence, and I know it's like a heist film or whatever. But like they do like 2 heists, because even the one like it's like technically the second one they stop or whatever really is just a B&E. Like they don't really even do nothing.
No, but they were gonna heist the shit out of
They
that place.
would've,
They
they
were
would've.
going to.
Did I overhype it, the action like that?
No,
Or
the
which one
internet.
have you
The
guys
internet
read?
talks too much about action.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Anytime you like talk about action movies or like anything with like just gun scenes, people are like, "Oh, no one's done it as good as Heat." Like,
I mean, yeah, people talk about Heat and they say it's
Mhm.
it's the best action movie from the 90s. You know,
Yeah.
it's like in contention for that. And it's
this
like,
is for
good.
this for some people is like a perfect movie. So like,
I'm this close to this movie being a perfect movie. No
That's what I'm
spoilers
saying,
for
but-
ratings here in
but-
a second, but
but when you set that standard, like it, unless it hits, like it's hard to be like, oh yeah, they're totally right. It just got overhyped throughout time.
I just also think that like the action is what 15 20 minutes out of a 3-hour long movie. You can't just talk about the action, fellas. You have to
Yeah.
talk about the way that like all these characters interact with each other. I mean, I didn't even know Natalie Portman was in the movie, let alone the fact that she attempts suicide. Like that's
Yeah.
a major thing that happens, and I don't think I've ever heard anybody talk about how Heat depicts childhood I almost said self-assassination.
Yeah,
Child-
I mean that's what it is.
Childhood
at it.
suicide, you know?
That was attempted self-assassination.
Dude, I'm telling you, my brain is shot. But like, you know, I've never heard. I didn't even know suicide was in this movie. Or what about the Nazi who kills and has sex with black prostitutes? Holy
Yeah.
shit! Like, there's so
That
many
little
different layers.
subplot.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
that doesn't
One
really
thing
get
too-
touched on too much.
Like, I knew there was some back and forth between like Pacino and like De Niro or whatever, but like that's what this movie is. It's a cat
Yeah,
and mouse type
yeah.
situation, but they're both cats. Like,
And they both want to fuck.
Yeah.
They both want to have sex with each other so
The
bad.
sexual tension, dude.
Yeah, you could cut that
Yeah.
shit with a goddamn spoon. But no, I don't think it lived up to that expectation. I expected this movie to be like a RoboCop, where it's just blowing dicks off
Yeah.
and like, you know, crazy shit's happening.
Dude.
But it is not
And-
that.
and for me personally, Eric, I ain't watched this movie 73 times like you.
I can't.
Like,
You know what I am excited for though? I'm excited to show like Mikey when he's old enough. Like when he's 15, I'm excited to watch this movie with him and be like,
Mhm.
this movie's rad, isn't it? Like, look how
but
cool
I
this
do
is.
think if I was my age group and saw this in theaters in 95, I would have been like, oh,
Bro,
okay.
You
that would have
when-
blew your
okay.
dick off.
When you're
Yeah.
4 years older, fuck.
No, but I was my age in 95.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So you were 30 in 95. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, seeing this in theaters as a 30-year-old would have, I would have been
With no
rock hard.
preconception other than the fact that
Nothing.
you know Pacino and De Niro are good actors.
'Cause
Like,
that's how I
And
watched it.
Kilmer.
Yeah, and Kilmer, yeah, you're right.
That would have been it. Then the expectation, yeah, I would have lived up to expectation because I had none.
It'd have been, I mean, it'd have been over. You'd have been like, oh, I expected this to be good, but God, this was
Goddamn.
great.
Yeah, this is the best movie of all
Yeah.
time. We didn't say whether or not we'd recommend it earlier. Yeah. Watch this movie
Yes,
at least
we
once.
recommend it.
What the fuck? What are you doing?
Yeah, for sure. Why wouldn't you?
And then ratings. What are we doing? Going to the ratings thing, vamping by saying words out loud. Okay.
Dead air. Dead air.
Dead air. Dead air. Okay, we're gonna do what is this?
Dead
Heat?
Pacino. Dead Pacino.
Oh no, not Dead Pacino. Dead De Niro.
Dead De
Fucking,
Niro.
I'm not going back to Niro. Except for when
Shoot.
he made Meet the Fockers.
Well,
Well,
Yeah,
goddamn,
yeah.
I'm be 70 and have a child with my girlfriend.
Wyland. I love it. I love that for them.
That's how you know you got it. Like,
That's how you know you got to keep
But
making
if-
those straight to DVD movies, brother.
honestly,
Gotta
shoot,
get those
Pacino
checks.
needs to for real though. I think they're like, she's trying to take the kid and the money.
Killer.
Oh,
We
Yeah.
know he's a crack shot. He fucking can
Yeah.
kill her just from finding her goddamn
But
shadow.
she's like 33 or something. The who De Niro's with is like in her 50s or 60s or something. So like, well, maybe like 50.
She got
Damn.
pregnant?
Yeah, let me look
Damn,
into
that's
that. That
kinda
sounds a little
dangerous,
crazy.
She
dude.
got that
Hold
super
up.
uterus, brother. She got them super
She
eggs.
does.
that soup you.
While we while we have James do some research there on Robert De Niro's sex life, Eric, what do you give Michael Mann's Heat?
I'm gonna give this
Don't be a coward.
10 out of 10 shootings in LA downtown.
Oh man! Oh, could you imagine if this movie had a one of the highways catching on fire or some shit, and it's like, oh my god, Michael Mann's
Oh,
Heat
shit.
is telling the future. Oh fuck! Go ahead, James. you
So
found something?
Robert De Niro's girlfriend is 45.
Wow, and she's popping kids
Damn,
out.
that's super huge.
Yeah.
She do
But you know
got
what I'm
that
saying though?
you-
Because like that is like, I mean, I understand he's 80 and like 45. That's a big gap.
He
or
froze
whatever.
them though. He froze them.
No,
But
your
it's not-
sperm doesn't
no.
go bad.
No, yeah. I mean, it can, but like,
Does it?
I thought men's did go.
Well, I'm
also
not
too,
talking
it just
about.
doesn't work
That's
as
another
much.
podcast. That's another
Yeah.
podcast.
I'm not talking about just like shooting a load and then scooping it up and being like, "This is a week old. This should work." I'm talking like, does the genetics of your sperm break down the
I
older
thought
you
it
get?
did.
I thought
Yeah, I thought it did.
I'd be shooting rockets until I was 100. You know what I mean?
I mean, I was thinking of freezing some shit just in case, dude.
No way! Don't do that to yourself.
So it
Then
it
it
says
gets freezer burn. It's gonna be
men
like
older
brown
than
hair.
40 have fewer healthy sperm than younger men.
Okay.
And then it says it decreases as you get older. So like
But they're
technically
not-
you have less viable.
But they're not bad sperm. You just got less of them. The spermies are still good. There's just less. You produce
Bro, it's already
less
1
sperm.
in a billion chance. You're gonna make it 1 in a
Yeah, but when, you,
Googleplex chance.
but when you shoot 50 billion in the load, you got a 50 chances in there. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
I mean, that shit drastically drops to like 52% though. Like he should not be having kids
But
at
like,
80.
but like, so. But the difference is like women, if they have a geriatric pregnancy, there's like other complications that can also happen. A geriatric
Sure.
pregnancy for a man is just whether or not
Yeah.
one of the 50 swimmers you kicked out
Yeah.
actually makes it to the
Yeah.
finish line.
But it's not even the
there's a
geriatric
difference.
part of the pregnancy. It's the like, hey, I had a menopause. I can't have a baby. Like
Well,
that's the
Well, yeah, but she's
Yeah.
having one, so what the
Yeah.
fuck? She clearly didn't hit it yet.
She kickstarted
No.
it again.
She went out there, she hand cranked that bitch, and we got that shit going.
yeah.
I've never taken an anatomy class, so I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. By the way, ever in my entire life have I ever taken an anatomy class?
And Al Pacino's girlfriend was 29.
He wild as hell. Oh hell
Yeah.
no!
And he's 83. Like he's older and has a younger girlfriend.
The swimmers are still swimming. There's just less of them in the race.
Yeah, but she also is more viable too,
Oh,
though.
I mean,
like,
she's
No way.
fertile as shit. You know,
Yeah,
he shouldn't
yeah,
be
yeah.
fucking shooting out there like that. He's gonna hit
It
the
was
target for
artificial
sure.
insemination, dude.
but she
Nah.
likes old men. Hey, whatever her thing is, because she was dating like one of those singers from a rock band before,
Oh,
like Mick Jagger or one of those guys.
yuck! I mean,
Yo,
I'm
don't
not.
yuck her yum, dude.
I'm
What
not
the
here to
fuck?
yuck her yum, but ill, bitch. What the fuck? Have some standards.
I mean, dude, she's paid for life though.
Yeah, sure, but those men are ugly. All right, James, what are
God.
you giving Michael Mann's Heat?
I'll give it 8.5. There's too many rats in this building.
Oh, so many fucking rats. Shut up, you fucking rat.
You're right.
All right. I'm out here doing it again, just like I did last week. I'm splitting the diff. I'm giving this movie 9. I told you when we started dating, baby, that you were gonna have to share me with all the
With the
scum
streets.
in the
With the
streets.
streets.
Oh, man, the fire lines in this movie though were just getting me hype as fuck. People were dropping them. Oh, they're so good. All right, so that means that Michael Mann's Heat gets a sooner or later average score of 9.66 repeating. Certified
strong.
hood classic, if you ask me.
I heard it.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in on twitch.tv/soonerlatertv or youtube.com/soonerlatertv for our review of Heat 1995. Continue listening and watching and showing your support on all social media. Just look up Sooner or Later TV. If you couldn't catch us live on Sundays at 7 p.m., don't worry. You can listen to us on all podcasting platforms and catch us over on YouTube on Wednesday mornings. Just look up Sooner or Later TV. So tune in next week for another review. We love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.